my god, why am I stuttering so much? Pretty boring. Alright guys, so today's video is going to be a 3 looks 1 palette using the Kaleidos Angelica collaboration. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say her last name, but I do watch her religiously and I love all of her videos, and I love the idea of this collab. And Kaleidos was actually on my list of brands to try in 2021. If you didn't see that video, I'll have it up in the cards. I just talk about a bunch of indie brands that I want to try in 2021 and some other not so indie brands, but mostly indie brands, and honestly checked it off my list. I just thought it would be fun to do 3 looks with this palette, and I'm gonna kind of share with you how I'm gonna go about doing the 3 looks in a second. But before we get into it, I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my 3 looks 1 palette. I would also love for you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for videos 3 times a week, and head over to my Instagram for creative looks. And yeah, let's get into this video. The palette came in this shipper, and honestly, I thought it was extra for the custom shipper. This looks like the custom shipper. I'm sure the other shipper is bigger. I'm really excited about this. So this is the palette itself, and the outer packaging is the same vibe as the little shipper thing I showed you. So I don't know, I just love the whole vibes. I'm so excited to test this out. Okay, so let's take it out. So the packaging itself, it seems like such good quality. It seems like not plastic, maybe it is plastic, but almost like wood. I don't know how to explain it. And honestly, the colors are even prettier in person. This is really great quality as well. You could totally see my mess back there, but this, oh my god, the colors are so stunning. So I had this idea to do 3 looks 1 palette, and what I'm going to do is try to use every single shade in the palette. It's going to be quite a challenge, but I'm really excited. I'm up for it. So what I want to do is 3 looks with each of the 3 different rows, and try to use every single shade in each row for each of the looks. So obviously today I'm going to be using the first row, and I'm going to try to use every single shade like I said. So what I'm going to do first is actually swatch it, just so I have an idea of what I'm working with, and so you guys can see swatches. I'm so excited to try this out. Oh my gosh, these shades are totally my vibe. The mattes are so buttery and smooth. This is a stunning shade, let me tell you. It's multi-chrome or duochrome, I'm not really sure, but like, oh my god, so pretty. I love that shade. So the first shade I'm actually going to take is Queen of Blades, and it's this like dark teal right here. Literally one of my favorite colors ever. I'm gonna take that on a pointer brush. Hopefully this doesn't have too much fallout, and just pack that on the first like half of my crease. I'm already getting a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna take the shade Void, which is this darker blue, and that's gonna go in the outer half of the crease and the outer corner, like right here. I'm just doing the same thing, packing it on. There is a lot of fallout, and that just tends to happen with pigmented shades anyway, so like I'm used to it. Like, it happens. These shades complement each other quite well. I was a little worried that they would like not, but they do. Honestly, this is such a great formula so far. I'm loving this. Oh my gosh. Real quick, I'm just gonna take the same shades on my lower lash line. Tons of fallout. Okay, so to blend out the shades, I'm not gonna leave it like this, I promise. So I'm going to take the shade Gravity, which is probably my favorite shade in this entire palette. It's like this lime green kind of thing. I'm going to take this on the inner half of my crease and blend out those 2 shades, or this one shade with that. Oh my god, why am I stuttering so much? So these are blending out so beautifully, but as you can see, I took away all of my face makeup because it literally got everywhere and it just didn't look good. The fallout was crazy. The last shade I'm going to take in the crease is this blue, which is called 7 of 9. This is a stunning like sky blue, so I'm really excited to see how this lightens up this darker blue shade. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. Okay, now I'm just going to take a little bit more of Void, which is a dark blue, and just blend that into the lid area. I'm gonna take a few shades on the lid because I thought I was just gonna go in with Firefly, which is so stunning, but it's so iridescent that I might go in with some other shades and just put that over top like a topper, and then I'm also gonna put that one in the inner corner. Next, I'm gonna take the light blue 7 of 9 and just blend that toward the darker blue. And then I'm gonna go in with Gravity, which is my favorite, the green. And that's just gonna go on the rest of the lid, blending it toward the lighter blue. And then over top the green, I'm gonna take Firefly. Oh my gosh, I don't think I need a setting spray. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful that is. You know what, I might take it over the other one too, because why not? It has like a green blue shift. It is such a beautiful duochrome. Okay, so now I'm going to take the same shades I took in the crease on my lower lash line. So I'm going to start with the teal shade. I'm going to be very careful here. I'm not going to lie, because last time this did not go very well. It is very, very pigmented. Just lots of fallout. So like, got to be careful. Now I'm taking the blue shade. Now I'm going to take Gravity. And just blend that. And of course, I'm going to take Firefly in the inner corner like I promised. Oh, that is such a stunning shade. Wow. All right, so this is the finished look number 1. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. I think these colors are stunning. I think my favorite shade has to be Firefly, the inner corner. It's so stunning, that duochrome. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think these shades are absolutely stunning. These are like my favorite kinds of shades, but I'm really excited to test the rest of the palette. So let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. All right, so it's time for look number 2 using the Club Nebula palette. I'm so excited for this one. Oh my gosh, look at that blue. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these shades right now so I see what I'm working with. So we have quite a few cool tone mattes here, and I'm really excited to use them, but the shade I'm most excited for is the blue. Like I said, I already have kind of an idea of what I'm gonna do for this look, I think. So yeah, let's get started. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye, so I'm gonna take the shade Cylon, which is the dark purple over here, and I'm gonna take that on the inner and outer corner of my crease and blend that upwards. Such a gorgeous shade. I'm just gonna blend that with the shade Rock Hopper, which is like a lighter purple. And then I'm gonna take Naru, right? Yeah. And I'm gonna blend that on top of that with a really, really tiny brush. This one has a lot of fallout. They all do, but like this one has like the most. This is like a taupey gray color, and I think it'll blend out these shades really, really nicely. But I'm gonna take a very light hand and just go back and forth until it's nice and blended. Now I'm just cutting my crease, or not cutting my crease, but you know, putting concealer in the middle part so the center shade pops out a little bit more. Now I'm just gonna take the shade Astro, which I'm so excited for, and that's gonna go in the center of my lid. Oh my god, look at that. That's like not even with any setting spray or anything. It's so pretty. It has like a duochrome, like a blue purple shift. Such a stunning shade. It's very unique. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. Just gonna take a little bit more of the darker shade and blend that towards the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line with the same shades that I took in the crease. So I'm starting with the darker shade, the Cylon shade, and I'm gonna do the halo effect down here as well. Now Rock Hopper and Naru. And then Astro in the middle, just for some, you know what, I kind of regret doing that. I don't like it. I'm gonna just do the entire crease. And for the inner corner, I'm gonna take the shade You're My Only Hope. Oh my gosh, I love that she included a Star Wars reference. So let's see. Ooh, it's so pretty. It definitely would look like super pretty as a topper as well. Oh my gosh, it's such a stunning shade. All right, so this is the final look number 2. I really hope you enjoyed this one. This one's really, really pretty. Like I love purple and I love blue. I love sparkles, you know me. So this is totally my vibes. And yeah, let's move on to look number 3. So it's time for look number 3 using the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette. So I'm gonna use the entire third row to create this look. Really excited. Let's swatch these. Wow, this red is pigmented. I love it. Everything's swatched so nicely. I do feel like this one's a little bit out of place, but I'm still gonna try to make it work, probably as an inner corner highlight, and I'm really excited to try out the other shades. All right, so I think I'm gonna be doing a cut crease. The first shade I'm gonna take is Red Giant. Oh my god, that one was so pigmented. I love it. So I'm gonna take it on a fluffier brush and pack and blend. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with the other matte shade in this row, which is called Samus. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but it's like a peachy, and I think it'll go really well over top of this one. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Nebula, which is so stunning, this one right here. And I'm gonna take it on the outer part of my lid. Probably extend it outwards. I think I'm gonna do a wing liner, because otherwise it's gonna look really incomplete. Now I'm gonna take the shade Celestial. Such a stunning shade. It has a pretty duochrome. And I'm gonna take that on the inner half of my lid. This one's definitely more of a metallic rather than just a shimmer shade like Nebula was. So kind of a different formula, but it's okay. It's such a pretty shade though. I totally forgot that I wanted to do some wing liner, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line with the same shades I took in the crease. Pretty boring. Then I'm gonna take the shade Nova, and that's gonna go in the inner corner. I feel like it's a little out of place, but we'll make it work. It's extremely out of place. You know, I might mix a little bit of Celestial. That would look super pretty in the inner corner as well, but I wanted to keep my promise in that I would use every single shade in this palette, so. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm obsessed with how this turned out. Honestly, I'm obsessed with this palette. I think it is so worth the money. I think it is such a great formula. I'm so excited that I finally got to try out the Kaleidos formula. I think it's such a great palette if you love color, which is so me, honestly. Like this palette could not be more me. Like honestly, I'm so excited to create more looks with it, not just solely having to stick with each line. But I did it. I told you that I would do it, and I used every single shade in this palette officially, and I'm really glad I did it. I think this is a great way to test out a palette. I think it's a great way to just use every single shade. But yeah, that completes this video. Please let me know which one was your favorite. Honestly, I don't know which one was my favorite. I love them all. But yeah, that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Also, I'm wearing, I should let you know. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna just blend that, and I'm gonna just blend that shade with the, let's swatch it right now. Man, it makes me cringe to think about swatching this one with a stamp on it. Just kind of like, I don't know, organize your look that way.